Howdy, lieutenants and economists.
The most volatile, evil, disgusting things on the planet, humans. If you have a video request, you can always go to assholeconsulting.com.
Yeah, I am gonna charge you, kids. And that is the importance of not fucking up.
You are such an asshole!
assholeconsulting.com, we have a very different approach now today at Asshole Consulting, because you know, I'm an asshole and I like people that had never solved their problems. Actually, it's a pain in the ass if they don't, because then they never go away and they keep coming back. So I've come up with an idea. This guy's got problems, I said. And they're largely self-inflicted. He does it to himself. He chooses. But it's the psychological thing, and how do we get the brain to not be addictive and da-da-da-da-da. I get it. So I decided, okay, I'm going to charge you this egregious fee, of which you can earn back 50% of it. But you don't get back, I mean, even half of it's still going to be egregious. I mean, the amount of work I'm putting into this is much more than my $100 per hour fee. But I basically said, all right, you're going to pay me this egregious fee, all right? And then if you do these certain things, you meet these markers, you're going to get inevitably 50% of that money back. But I'm still going to keep half of it, which is egregious. It's wonderful. And it's kind of it basically boils down to my philosophy, because I am, again, the world's only professional asshole. What I have learned in this field of study, which I'll be coming out with a doctorate program at the Liberal Arts College. No, the Carlson School of fucking Management is going to go, I want to be a professional asshole. What I have come up with, one of the few bits of wisdom, is that nobody will heed your advice or follow your advice unless you make it painful and costly. I found a way to do that. So it's costly because it's going to cost him an arm and a leg. It's also painful because he ain't ever going to get that money back. But there's a little bit of a carrot opportunity on this too, where it's like, hey, you can get half your money back, of which I wasn't really pricing anyway. But if he doesn't, if you're too lazy, I get to keep all the money. So you got 2 sticks and maybe 1 carrot. And we here at Asshole Consulting like that. So let's go through his problem. Hey, Aaron, thanks for your time. You probably get tired of hearing distressed, depressed male 18 to 30-somethings all the time, but here I am ready to freshen things up. Not. I'm 18, I don't have any direction, ambition, or passion in my life. I work in the restaurant industry for 15 hours a week and lie in my bed till 1 p.m. on my days off, basically every day. I live at home with my parents. I now realize that's definitely lazy, sorry-ass hours for a person of my age, and the fact I'm living at home rent-free, but I spent a lot of time content about being this emasculated beta male doormat. Where's your fucking dad? And if your dad is around, is he also a fucking pussy like you? I stutter, feel depressed and anxious. I don't have any friends or regular social time with anyone. I'm being addicted to overeating. Yeah, but then you explain that you're actually in quite good shape. So I don't know if you're overeating, just probably eating for shit. Internet porn and video games, shit that barely got me through high school. At times I go to restaurants after work and drop $35 on fancy food just for myself while a good dinner gets wasted at home. I hate these impulsive actions. I'm trying to fix them. I'm fucking tired of being a loser and want to change. Part of my anxiety is ironically helpful this way. I hate thinking about growing old and living with regret. This doesn't feel like my full potential. No! Education-wise, I'm not currently thinking about college. I dropped out of community college after a month due to BS classes talked about and worthless. Debt is at $220. Well, that's nothing. Just don't feel like it's for me overall, nor do I want to drop 60 to 100 grand on shit I may not want to do. That's a smart decision. This is very intelligent. This is the one thing that you're doing. There's no rush to go to college if you don't know what the fuck to do. That is a dumb thing to do, is to run off to college if you have no idea. And since you're such a fucking loser, I mean, you haven't done anything to form yourself as a human. You are effectively as advanced as you were when you were 3. Because I think about 3, you get potty trained. Okay, you're basically an old potty trained adult. That's what you are. And you have achieved and have lived and have done about as much. You do about as much. Heck, 3-year-olds go outside and get more excitement and play than you do. Finally, I am more of a saver than a spender. Very rarely ask my parents for money. No. If you ask your parents for money, you are a net spender. You don't save. Why are you asking your parents for money? You have $4,500 in savings. How do you have debt of $220 but $4,500 in savings? Pay off the fucking debt. Gotta cut that restaurant spending bullshit out though. Yeah, physically I'm 6'5" and 180 pounds. Okay, so you're not fat. I mean, I do my math right. Gosh, you're almost a full foot taller than me, and you're only about, I think you're skinny as a fucking skeleton. Haven't made any attempts at girls, nor have I dated any. I wouldn't even recommend you even approach girls right now. Do not. Not with you are going to waste both your times. It's hard to act out sometimes because my mood changes almost daily. Sometimes in a great mood, have energy and want to change for the better. Other days I'm depressed, pathetic creature on Pornhub all day. The biggest problem, I think, tied to all this is confidence and self-esteem. I caught myself during high school leaving scar. Actually, I shouldn't do that. Yeah, did you talk to a therapist after that? Did you? I mean, look, you might have actual genuine mental problems that we can't help you here. I can give you life advice. I can kick your ass and give you a game plan. If you are cutting yourself, that's out of my jurisdiction. Go talk to a therapist. I stopped all the drugs and drinking and cut out almost everyone from my life except family, boss, and coworkers with whom I never hang out. Okay, well, that's probably a good thing, because if you were in the drug culture, you probably didn't have too good of friends anyway. Sorry for being everywhere at once. I seriously need to be yelled at till someone's lungs bleed from yelling. Yeah, I'm not going to waste my time. I'm just going to take your money and we're going to do this differently. I'd welcome that more than false promises of my potential that never seemed true or genuine. I hope this resonates somehow with your other clients. Please yell at me. Thank you, Mr. Clary. I'm not going to yell at you because I don't have the energy. Here's the thing. Now, this is what we're going to do. You're going to get back increments of your money if after a month you've achieved certain goals. Okay? And the following goals are going to be, 1, you're going to exercise daily for 6 days a week. Doesn't have to be a ton, but you're going to go to the gym or you're going to run. And it's starting running. I mean, it's going to be hard. You don't just start running 3 miles. But by the end of the month, you will be able to run 3 miles every day. Okay? But you do have to give your legs a break. So you could run. You're going to do my workout schedule. You're going to run one day, lift weights 2. Run the next day, lift weights 2. 7th day, you rest. Okay? That's what you're going to do. You're going to do that for a full month. All right? So that by the time the month is up, we'll clock it. If you can run 3 miles, and it requires intellectual honesty, I'm not going to fucking hunt you down and say, okay, kid, let's time you. Did you really run 3 fucking miles? I'm not going to bother with that. By the end of the month, if you can run 3 miles, which you should be able to, it's not like you're like huge. That's if you were fat and you have bad knees, then we'd have an issue. But you're skinny, so you should be able to do this. That's what you're going to do. The second thing, you're not going to be looking at porn. And for now, you're not going to do video games. I'm not quite that against video games. I know a lot of people. I mean, if you spend all your time like you're the fucking South Koreans and you're pissing away all your time on video games, well, that's an issue. But for now, let's just cut out the porn and the video games, all right? You're not doing that. And then you say, well, what do? I don't give a fuck. Go work out. Go for a walk. Read a book. Do some fucking thing. Take a MOOC online. Take some classes. Listen to some podcasts. Teach yourself economics. Teach yourself philosophy. But you're not doing any more porn, and you're not playing your video games for a month. And again, then you get that portion of your money back. You're not going to drop or have any splurging on egregious amounts of food. You're not going to do that. Okay? You're going to eat at home. I'm not even saying you have to eat healthy. I mean, you could eat healthy if you wanted to. But you're just going to eat at home. All right, because it's a financial issue that we're going to give up. All right, that's the third thing. The fourth thing you're going to do, oh my God, what do I do with this time? How about be a fucking real adult and work like the rest of us, except for the welfare bums and the millennials. And, pretty much everyone, I guess. But you're going to be one of the few men left there. You're going to go find another job, and you're going to work it. I don't care if it's fucking doing laundry or being a janitor or something. It's going to be better than staying at home moping, right? So you're going to get a job. Wait, what do we have? So, working out, no porn or video games. You're not going to splurge any more money. You're going to get a job. And you're going to work 40 hours a week. That's what you're going to do. So basically what you're going to do is you're going to have an itinerary. You're going to work 9 to 5 wherever you get your full-time job. Then you're going to come home, and then you're going to rest up a bit, and you're going to work out. And then after that, it's kind of things you don't do, not things that you should do. But then I don't care. You're going to engage your brain in something more interesting and productive than moping and woe is meism. I don't mind if you watch like Archer or some funny shit. Like watch Black Books, watch The IT Crowd, watch Archer, watch Father Ted. Those would be cool things that you could watch and put you in a better mood. But you're not watching bullshit TV like The View or anything like that. What else is wrong with you? Skinny, you're lifting weights. And yeah, that, and then this we're not going to reimburse you for, but I definitely go see a therapist. Definitely go see a therapist. And then at the end of that month, assuming you do this, otherwise it's going to be pointless, and I don't care because I got your money. Assuming you do this, then we'll see if you feel any better than you do today. All right, well, you could review this video and ask, do I feel better today than I felt 30 days ago? If the answer is yes, cool. You keep doing that and slowly figure out what you want to do when it comes to college, trade school, or your career. That's it. There's no tricks. There's no drugs. There's no bullshit here, okay? That's where you go talk to the therapist. That's where you go talk to the fucking counselor. That's where they say, oh, you got a neural deficiency in this thing, and here's some fucking Ritalin or Valium. I don't know what they recommend. That's their jurisdiction and domain. Mine is an economist. Here's your 24 hours a day. You're pissing it away. It's having a depressing effect on you. You need structure and a schedule, and if you adhere to it, let's just try for 1 month and see if this fucking works. Right? And then at the end of that, then we move on to other and bigger things. School, social network, not dating. You are not dating until like you figure some shit out. You go talk to a therapist. There's no Cuddy McCuts, all right? You go talk to a fucking therapist. You get your shit right, and before you sell the product, you're going to make sure the product ain't shit. You're not going to sell yourself to girls if you're a shitty product. You're going to turn yourself into a great product that girls want. So you're not wasting yours or their time, right? But so girls and friends, that's stage 3, 4 down the road. We'll worry about that later. But for now, that's what you're gonna do. And if you don't do these simple things for the month, that's fine by me. I'll keep all your money. If you do them and you're intellectually, I say, yep, you get the money back and we'll see if you feel better. Anyway, hope that helps out. Toodles.